Hello and welcome to another edition of Lens Talk. My name's Paul, I'm your host today, and here we have the Canon EF 400mm f5.6L USM lens. If you are serious about doing wildlife photography or birding, I would highly recommend this lens. It's extremely sharp, it has quick focus, and basically you're getting about 640mm in off a crop sensor camera. So, you could use a crop sensor camera and a full frame camera and get yourself two focal lengths in effect, 400mm and 640mm on a crop sensor. The only downside I think this lens suffers from is having no image stabilization, and I think Canon at some point would be a good idea for them to add that onto this lens. It'll make it more expensive, but I think this is probably one of the best birding lenses out there, and this is backed up by what a lot of people and a lot of reviewers have said this. I would certainly say it's a good option if you have one of the 1D bodies or the 5D Mark III, and you should be able to put a 1.4 extender or teleconverter onto it, and at f8 still retain autofocus. So that's something to think about. That you could obviously turn this into something like a 560mm lens at f8, providing you're on a body that can support f8. Also, I believe the 7D Mark II can as well at present. So it is a good lens for birding and wildlife. It is sharp. Obviously, you have to weigh the cons and pros, whether you feel that the fact it has no image stabilization could be an issue for you. It's quite a light lens in comparison to some lenses I have that are really heavy. This is very light. It's a toss-up between whether you would prefer the 300mm f4 with a 1.4 teleconverter which has IS at 420mm, or whether you would prefer to go for something like this that's 400mm at 5.6 but has no IS. It's up to you really what you decide. I personally think the 300mm with a 1.4 teleconverter making it 420mm is probably a better lens because it has IS. It ain't going to be quite as sharp as this lens, but it's not going to be far off. And at f8 you won't be able to tell the difference properly. It's only at 5.6. If you were to compare the lenses, then you might decide that the 400mm has the edge. Obviously the autofocus will be quite a bit quicker, but you've got to weigh up which one you think is better for you. But if you're just starting out in the wildlife, doing zoos, doing nature parks, that sort of thing, I certainly highly recommend this lens because it will certainly fulfill what you need it to do. And thank you for watching.